Welcome to the first annual Fashionista Prosper Forum Podcast.
Yeah. Yay, give it up for our fashionistas. So I just want to thank everybody for being such a great sport, because I know this was a little bit last minute. But to kind of give you a pretense for what I was thinking, Anthony said yesterday, hey, Meredith, do you have any interesting podcasts you'd like to do or anyone you'd like to interview? And if I had known 2 or 3 weeks ago, I absolutely would have had some great ideas. But forefront of my mind yesterday, going as fast as I could, I thought, well, the one thing that has stood out to me for the last 2 or 3 days, particularly after seeing Jamar, I was like, there are some really, really great fashionistas at the Prosper Forum. I was really curious, as someone who works for Prosper now, what type of thought goes into preparation, not only for Forum, but as we go about our regular work days, conference season, events. How do people prepare to come as their best self when we want to talk about authenticity in every topic we discuss? So I think there's no other way, since we were little, to have authenticity and show up as our true self, as our style and how it represents us. So really quickly, I want everyone to just introduce themselves first so that we can pay very close attention, not for who they work for, what their titles are, but just by name. I think that's more important.
Nice. Who's up first?
Ladies first.
I'll go first. Hi, my name is Kamira Capehart from Houston.
Yay.
Hi, my name is Shadeo Basikia from California.
Lori Sarr from California.
Nice.
Joe Monastero from Austin, Texas.
Okay.
Eric Knott, Kansas City.
Nice.
AJ Calvin, Nashville, Tennessee.
The inspiration.
Jamar Myers, Palm Beach, Florida.
And I'm Mark, as they called me in college, Hollywood Avery.
From where?
From LA.
Yeah. I'm picking up something here.
From wherever
California.
he is today, Anthony.
California definitely is
Texas,
represented. And Texas, okay.
There you go. Well, thank you guys so
No,
much
this
for
is
being
cool.
here. And Anthony, you reside in?
California.
Yeah.
I almost said Texas.
This is Texas.
I know.
And I'm in Texas now too. I'm in Dallas,
Yeah,
Fort Worth.
yeah, I
So
know.
I love that. I love also what's really interesting, in case no one else picks up on the little things I do. The unique styles are from different parts of the country too.
Yeah.
So they do reflect in some sense
Yeah.
where you're from, maybe a little bit of background, but I think that's kind of cool. We try to look at people, different age demographic. I didn't actually know where they were all from. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So we're gonna pick it up. So first thing that I was really interested in knowing, so we kind of set the tone, was raise your hand if this is your first time attending Prosper Forum.
Nice.
Just one step. Oh, okay. So the rest of you come. Okay,
So
not
I've got
bad.
a question on that for the three of you. Anybody step forward to answer too. Were you nervous about what to wear?
Very.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Okay, great.
Okay.
So let me say then, when you think about showing up as your authentic self, what does that mean, and how do you prepare your wardrobe? Jamar, mind stepping up first?
Okay.
Your authentic self, what does that mean, and how do you prepare your wardrobe?
I think as a kid, I always saw my father dress up when he would get up and go to work, and it didn't matter where he was going. So he'll have slacks and gator shoes and like a satin shirt and a hat every time he walked out of the house. So it's always put your best foot forward, especially if you're meeting people for the first time. And so this is something I do all the time. So I always dress up. I have probably too many suits, right? But it's just something that I personally enjoy, right? And so Coach Prime said, right, if you look good, you play good. If you play good, they pay good, right?
Which is what that means. So then just a couple pointers on how do you actually prepare? Because I'll ask the girls some different questions too. And like preparation, I think does change based on our style, based on if you're male or female. So in preparation for coming to an event like this, how much time do you spend? What kind of thought goes through that? Colors, branding, scheme, your boss, what they're going to think of you, or how do you show up as your authentic best?
I think it's a great expression of who you are, right? If you never open your mouth, people can kind of see who you are through what you wear. You're never going to go wrong with putting a blazer on anywhere you go, unless we go to the beach and jump into the sand, right? And so from there, it doesn't take me long. It's just more of where are we going and is it conducive to the weather, right? And so since I fly a lot, some of my linen suits weren't ready because I just came from somewhere else. So I was like, all right, I just got to pick what's clean and throw it in my bag right now.
A lot of preparation there. I'm glad you put a lot of thought into Prosper Forum this year. So, okay. Thank you. We all appreciate that very much.
Nice.
Joe, how do you prepare and how do you bring your best self?
All right. Well, first of all, I start with, will it fit into a suitcase that I can just take on the plane? I haven't checked a bag in 15 years of constant travel for work. I refuse to do so.
How do you get your boots in a carry-on?
So, for example, this trip got one pair of boots and I wore it here. So you have to decide, what you're doing, what you're wearing. And a lot of times it's, I think similarly, my dad, he wore French cuff shirts, suits, pocket square, tie every single day. And so for me, as my career has progressed, to be able to blend the two together. And I mean, let's say this is considered Texas business attire, wearing boots, jeans, a collared shirt, and a suit jacket. So at the same time, you can still be comfortable. So I think it just depends where you're going. How much time you're going to be there for. Again, I can do a 3-week business trip with the magic of vacuum seal bags in a carry-on bag.
Wow.
As long as you have an iron or a steamer when you get to the hotel. So that's where the planning ahead part comes in.
Awesome. Are you agreeing you can do that?
I do, yes.
Well, what's your preparation? How do you do that?
I refuse to check in the bag because I travel a lot too. I will not wait for my bag to come. That's one thing.
So then I'm curious, so raise your hand too. Who puts the most thought and preparation into your shoes first?
Shoes first? No. Shoes first and then outfit?
Maybe.
I'm extreme. I'm just gonna be clear, okay? I have a whole suitcase just for shoes.
Okay. So you're checking a bag, right? I check a bag for shoes.
I'm not checking a bag. I'm shipping 2 bags because I have 4 bags at a minimum anytime I go somewhere. And I'm talking about for 2 or 3 days. So I have to
Just
ship.
saying, we picked the right guy to
He's
be
not
on
here
this.
by accident.
So I have to literally ship FedEx 2 bags out, and then the 2 bags that I'm carrying on are always over. They're 80 pounds. So I have to pay an extra $200 per bag for the 2 bags that I'm also bringing.
Okay, so try not to overthink the follow-up question. How far in advance are you making that decision?
To
2
be
weeks?
clear, I'm shopping every day. I'm shopping every day. No, I'm not kidding.
I believe you. I know.
I
curious.
shop
really
every
don't know.
day.
I don't know how
every
you've done
day.
this all this
And
time. I am
so-
curious. Yeah.
And the packing process is literally a half of a day where I have a garage that has racks and I have to pick out things and I bring it in and I think about it and I try this on and put mix and match.
Okay.
It's a whole
Very clear. We need a whole
I'm not
podcast
just-
on how.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I'll step
But
back.
so
I don't
my
have too much
my
time.
point was too for the girls. Like for me, I can't wear the same pair of shoes. I've asked about the shoes because sometimes people they pick one pair of shoes or boots. Like I can wear boots usually, and I can wear them with a dress or a skirt or jeans. And I have to think that way based on my travels as well. But that you've never checked a bag seems really difficult, except for you're wearing nude shoes that are clear that go with everything. Yeah.
Business trip, never.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anyone else want to chime in? You wear a hat, so do you have to pack your hats, or do you always pick the hat that you're wearing?
Yeah, I always
Do
wear.
you have a hat box?
Yeah, I have a hat box.
Okay.
You ship them here.
No, I don't ship them.
But do you use the hat box on an airplane?
No. What I usually do is if I'm taking a lot of hats with me, I'll pack them into a bag and then I'll stuff the inside of the hat with like socks.
Sure.
Basically, and then you build
Efficient.
the clothes around.
And
the
he's
hats.
just building around shoes, and you're building around
and then
hats. That's awesome.
my biggest hat I'll usually wear on the plane. To your point.
There you go.
But I check a bag.
Awesome. Okay, next question is for Kamira, Curiosity, and some of the ladies. What is your pre-conference styling or beauty preparation? And do you schedule and how, preparation meaning do you schedule your hair, any massages? When do we get our nails done?
Oh, yeah.
Anything that you think of is like that preparation that we go into. A little different maybe for men and women, but maybe not.
Yes, I definitely have my braids re-braided in the front just to be fresh.
How soon in advance?
About a week, because you don't want it to be too fresh, but fresh. I don't do nails anymore, but I typically would get my nails done, that kind of thing. No massage, no facials or anything like that, but I usually try to shop my closet now. I used to go out before conferences and buy, like this one, but I really have gotten into a practice of looking at my closet and trying to shop it and say, okay, let's mix and match. You know, if it's a suit, okay, don't wear the blazer with that same pant, you know, what it goes with. Try to switch it up. So that's kind of, I'm so sorry. So yes, I just try to shop my closet because I just found that I was spending a lot of money unnecessarily, and these were outfits and things that, you know, look good on me. So why not just, you know, remix them and make them
How many new
better?
things did you buy for Prosper Forum? Honestly.
I bought 3 new things.
That's not bad,
yes,
right?
And they were all accessory type
Okay.
things. Yes.
Second, so follow up, how many of you bought 5 or more items for Prosper Forum?
I'm pretty sure.
There's no way.
15 and more.
I don't know if I said this. I literally have a Z rack brought to the room. You know, one of those Z racks. So before I got here, I called here like I did last year, had them ship a Z rack into my room and bring 35 hangers.
Okay.
That's on top of the hangers that are in the room. This is a process, okay? I'm not playing no games here. Okay?
Is that for 3 days? So
For the 3 days.
For the
For the 3
you
days.
change every 2 hours?
When I am going out at night, I have at least 5 changes for that night.
Yeah.
So
Have you been around him before?
literally
Yeah.
that night, I better step back.
And you
out.
definitely get your
No,
nails
it's fine,
done.
'cause-
You get your nails done?
It's a cliffhanger, please,
Nails are
yeah.
done.
Yeah,
Manicure,
manicures
yes.
and pedicures.
That, you were next after Kamayo, but I'm like, there's so much. So I'm actually Lori. I wanted Lori to explain to you, like, what's your pre-conference, not just forum, but I do think sometimes we elevate different places, and we should. That's acceptable. So what would be your pre-conference routine if you have one?
Well, okay, so last year was the first year I got way too overzealous and too excited. I think I bought like 14 different things, and I swear to you, I didn't wear half of it. And then this year, like, don't do that. Shop your closet and figure it out. And then, try to see what was not worn last year, and then try to wear it this year. That didn't work out.
And I particularly, I saw Lori yesterday, and I was like, you are so put together in every point of hair, makeup, like everyone else is. And I said this is where we talk honest. I'm like, your nails even look perfect. And what'd you say?
I do my own nails.
That's awesome.
So I'm going to say, admittingly, and that I did hair like the week before. I had to get a massage on a certain day because to prepare for all of you wonderful people, I have been it's been breaking my back, literally. So I was like, I need to get a massage to get in the right space mentally. Got a facial. Possibly this is from Botox. I'm not even sure if that's it might be, yeah. But I can out that because I'm old enough to do that and I don't care. And I probably did go online, like people were curious, and I ordered several orange accessories. So when I feel like you come as your brand, like Avery's brand to me is that we know him to be on point with his brand. That's personal. I think one of the things we talk about a lot is that you work for a company and their brand is really important. And so is yours. Because how you represent when you show up, you've been consistently fashionable and unique in your style every day that I've seen you, or the times I've seen you even more often than just the forum. So that's kind of why we're here anyway. So thank you for those candid answers as I revealed all of
I wanted to
mine.
ask a more general question though. For people, we get this question all the time leading up to the forum. What should I wear? And especially if you haven't been to the forum before, everybody gets nervous. And we actually have a PowerPoint, some slides to send around. But I wanted to have this discussion though too, like how should people for future forums watching this prepare, and what's the consideration? You guys set a very high bar, Hollywood, but like, what do you guys recommend? For just a regular attendee, what some recommendations for the dress?
AJ, step up and go ahead.
What I'll say is just be yourself. I mean, don't come in a t-shirt and pajama pants. You know what I mean? But like, be yourself and let it reflect in your clothes, whatever it is. Be put together. They say it's upscale business. I believe is what you guys sent out for the thing. That means a lot of things now. But it definitely means, in my opinion, a collared shirt. For men, it definitely means that you're expressing yourself in the best way possible. I think there's no real right answer to all this in this way. It's like, but if you're not authentically yourself, always that's gonna show.
Well, and who thinks about, raising just a hand, who thinks about comfort as the foremost when you are preparing for a conference or show? You do?
I think it depends. Like, for example, like I thought, because every
First?
year we used to have, the last 2 years we had dinner outside. So I was like thinking, okay, I need platforms for outside. I can't have my heels go in. I just remembered actually 3 years ago when it was my first time here, I did check a bag in because I didn't know. I just clicked.
And you heard it here first on the Prosper Podcast.
And then it was the year that the hurricane came and we had to leave early. And I was like, why did I check in a bag? Because then I had to like get out
So she's
of here
never
on
checked
time.
since.
Never again. But first year I wasn't sure what to wear, so I brought a lot of different. But I usually look at the agenda to see what the events are. Like yesterday, I knew I was going to be on stage. I wanted to wear something neutral. Today,
And maybe
I
the
forgot my
forecast.
pants. So yeah, my
Works.
outfit is not there, but I put my outfits together based on what we're doing. Like in the morning, this is event. At night, this event, and then that's it.
Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate it.
Organize it.
I have a couple more questions because I know we're on a tight time frame. So Eric, I have a question for you specifically if you want to go up to your mic. So Eric and I met yesterday. He was standing next to AJ2 and it was great.
She only invited me because I was
from
with
Tiki
AJ,
Taco.
by
No,
the
that's
way.
not why. It actually is extremely relevant because I feel like we had a really great candid conversation about style. And Eric does come with a different perspective because he's a CEO, is a CEO of Tiki Taco, and you have you're intelligent. You have a great, I do my research. I mean, I don't want to throw out Harvard, but I might just say it. Yeah. And so I think what the point of for future conferences and how we as leaders kind of elevate, it's that it isn't a title and it isn't a company that defines that one way or the other. So I think like when we were having this conversation about that, I maybe pressed him a little bit saying like, well, you're CEO, like, don't you think people should dress the part they want to be? But that part isn't 10 years ago and that part wasn't 5 years ago. So some of your theories I want you to share a little bit. One of the things you said was it's a lot of time. But the one thing I also want to say, I loved your theories and thoughts, but I was just literally shocked when I went online to link into you today. And what are you wearing?
What do you mean?
I barely even recognized you when you were
it's a different photo. Yeah,
It's
from a
a
different life.
complete suit and tie.
Well,
Like
it's
after yesterday, he's like, "No, I don't ever have to." Like, what on
No,
earth?
there's-
You
there's-
need to come up. This is your new LinkedIn shot. If you're gonna also,
There's a whole story. So for 20 years, I was corporate America. So you had to dress up, you had to look apart. And then as of July last year, bought into a concept and became the CEO. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to dress like that. So every day I actually wear a t-shirt and sneakers and
except today.
Yeah. And then you said preparation. So it was funny because on Saturday I was talking to my girlfriend like, oh, this is Prosper. I probably should bring a collared shirt to go to this conference because I never wear a collared shirt anymore. So the other thing is I didn't pack a single thing. So someone packed for me.
Oh,
And just said, wear this. It looks really good.
was it Mark? Just kidding.
No.
So-
we didn't ship in stuff.
But let me go
my
back.
take-
Why Prosper? Why did you even think? Why did the thought even enter your mind that this is Prosper, so I better? That's what we're really trying to think about.
Who's here, right? Like you go to a lot of different conferences. You don't necessarily always run the likes of CEOs from massive restaurant chains, but I think here it's different. So I didn't want to show up in my t-shirt. Usually I have a blazer over the t-shirt, so it's at least a little bit professional. But it actually goes back. Like I don't dress to for the CEOs that are coming here. So on a daily basis, I'm in a t-shirt because it's more comfortable for the team members and the people in the stores. I think you're more approachable to them, and we're a new generation, different times, right? And so I think a lot of those trends from the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s they're starting to turn over, and it's okay to wear sneakers and a t-shirt if you want to. It's more about the work and the production, the culture, etc. versus I know these guys, they look amazing dressed up, and it's just and our concept also is what I would say more laid back. Right, more laid back concept, chill environment. So it's just acting the part. But you always do see me with some type of tiki. Today. It's my hat and my shoes.
Except on LinkedIn, if you try to link in, it really is him. He's in a tie. He looks amazing, right?
What do you have on your shoes?
Yeah.
You probably can't see it.
Oh, nice. Tiki Taco. Cool. I want a pair of those. How do I get a pair of those?
Right. Well, you also be on brand when it's yours, or if
That's
it's your
awesome.
company's. It's important.
That's awesome.
One of my last questions, just because of time, was anyone that wants to say like, I'm not trying to make this a female male because Mark Avery might take more time than anybody getting ready in the morning. But on average, how much time just individually does it take you guys to get ready, show ready or conference ready, whether it's going to a dinner in the evening or the morning to start the day? How long is it taking you to get ready?
I'm an hour.
45 minutes.
For me, it depends. It could would be like 30 minutes to an hour.
Okay, hour-ish. I'm gonna go
About 12 minutes, give or take.
I mean, it depends if I got
What? An hour? What are you doing?
Be honest, my preparation comes the day before, right?
Okay.
So like I iron my shirt and pants and.
Oh, I did it all when I got here for the whole week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
And then, so when I get up in the morning, it's probably like 30
20, 30
minutes.
minutes, yeah.
Because all I need to do is take a shower, then switch into my clothes and brush my hair.
It depends if I have to shave or not.
Well, I think that's
You mean your
relevant.
head? Yeah,
Yeah.
my head and like trim my beard. If I don't have to do any of that, it's 9 minutes.
So, and it's relevant to
hair.
well, and you might be able to do yours the next day with dry shampoo or something, but like as conferences were developed and events were planned, and we think about that from this point where we're very, very diverse and we have a lot of different, ages, so forth. I don't feel like a lot of consideration was given to women who take an hour to get ready because I think it's been forgotten over the years. Like, so what I wanted to make sure it wasn't just me, but now even with Luke, I'd say like every year I get older, it's 5 more minutes, it's 5 more minutes, it's 5.
Agreed.
And now we have these amazing makeup artists, so that helps a lot. But it's something that we have to talk about, try to consider as we're being thoughtful about scheduling and how we do things. The difference between the guys being able to kind of get up, jump up in 15 minutes, and how the women are taking their time to prepare to really come as their best selves and feel like their best selves.
So you don't
very
want to wake up
good.
at 5 o'clock in the morning every day?
No, not exactly, because I'm not going to look my best self or be my best self.
Yeah.
And I do
I get
want
it.
to say something, though. We were interviewing Ted Balseri, who gave the award to Neil this year, and he was talking about civility and just the civility here at the forum. And it's not that you have to wear a suit or any particular style every day. Everybody's got their own style, as this group shows. But it's just like you're put together, and it's a sense of civility. And I can tell it's throughout the conference.
Yeah, it's just showing that you care.
Right.
You know, right?
Yeah.
Like that you really care. Like you can be in a t-shirt and a blazer and
Right.
show that you care and be put together.
Yeah.
But it's like that you're passionate for where you're at.
Yeah.
Right,
And-
but
and-
you feel the
and that
privilege
comes
of
off.
being
Yeah.
here
Yep.
versus
Yeah, be yourself.
Yeah.
Yep.
So do you have any questions for Anthony or for myself?
I would like to add just a couple of final thoughts from my
Oh, you should.
perspective.
Go for it.
I have been at this conference from day one. I've been at the first conference in Sun Valley, and I've seen this conference grow. I do think it's important to understand who's here and how do you want to present yourself, because you do have the who's who of the food service industry here. And you should think about as you prepare how you're going to dress to who is your audience and what you're trying to accomplish while you're here. And that should be thought about. Secondly, and most importantly, I think we all need to be ourselves.
Yeah.
To your point, AJ, I love this group up here because it shows such diversity, not just in terms of ethnicity, but in terms of how we show up as ourselves. Be you, whoever you is. And I'd lastly say that what I learned early on working for some of the best brands in this industry was they taught me the importance of the brand. And I said, well, if it's so important for the company, then it needs to be important for me. And so then I asked myself, well, what's your brand, Mark? And I'll be honest with you. Since I was a kid, I just dug style and my style, whatever my style was. It wasn't necessarily what anybody else was doing. And that's who I am. And so be you, understand that you are a brand, and what is your brand, and be comfortable whatever that brand is.
100%.
Very good. Very good.
And thank you. That is a wrap for the first episode. Oh, what, Anthony? What would you like
The
to say in
first
closing? Can you
annual Prosper Forum Fashionistas.
sing? Yeah!